teenage puppy to come to you consistently can be a challenge. I know that I struggled when Ellie Mae went through that stage, but I came up with a way to make it easier for you and your puppy. This is the behavior that I call here. Meet Lisa. She's a Labrador and I am training her to be a well-behaved dog. She sometimes jumps and barks, but at the end of this series, she will be a well-behaved dog. This is Training Lisa. Before we start, I want to define the behavior here. It is where you point your finger to the ground somewhere around you and say here, and your puppy comes to you and sits directly under your finger. As I said before, this is something that I came up with when I was struggling to get Ellie Mae to consistently come to me when she was in the teenager phase. I found that it made it more fun for the both of us, and now it's a game that I teach every single dog that I train. At the time, I didn't even realize how beneficial this trick would be, but here we are. I would probably say that this is one of the most important tricks that you need to teach your puppy. If you are wondering what else you should be teaching your puppy, I will put a link in the description below to my video where I tell you just that. For this game, you'll need a clicker and your dog's favorite currency. Lisa's favorite currency is the Frisbee, and so I will be using that today. And you may be wondering why I just clicked for her after she was jumping on me, and that's because I'm rewarding the behavior of sitting or standing with all 4 feet on the ground. And it's not rewarding them for jumping. To start, warm up your puppy by practicing come and sit. You want to do this because it gives your puppy some easy wins and keeps them more engaged for the entire training session. And of course, if your puppy is not reliable with come, then keep them on a leash. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to be going over reasons why your dog won't come when called. And trust me, you're going to want to see this. And also, if your puppy doesn't know how to come when called, I'll put a link in the description for my video that shows you how to teach your puppy how to come. Once your puppy is warmed up, start by making fun noises and doing whatever gets your dog excited. Most puppies at this point will come running to you, and that's when you click and treat. Notice that we're not saying come right now. This is because we're not teaching your puppy to come, we're teaching them here. And we want them to know the difference. And so we're not practicing the old behavior, we're creating a new behavior. Also, make sure that you're not saying your puppy's name over and over again. So don't go, Lisa, 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 or whatever your dog's name is, because you don't want to ruin the meaning of your dog's name. So just stick to funny noises and hand movements or whatever. You can even do a little dance. Some dogs really enjoy that. When your dog is doing that well, then when they come to you, wait for them to begin to sit. And notice that I said begin. That's because we're using shaping. Shaping is gradually increasing the requirement needed to earn a reward by rewarding small behaviors that the animal offers that in the end lead to the desired behavior you were wanting to accomplish. Yet again, we don't want to just practice sitting. We want your dog to think of coming and sitting as one behavior, not two. As your puppy understands what you want from them, which is to come and sit by you or in front of you, then you can start to point where they usually sit, which is generally in front of you at first. And also remember to say here, and this will be your cue. If your puppy doesn't come right away, you can make the fun noises that you were making in the beginning. And make sure to click and reward your dog as long as she is in the general area that you are pointing. Once your pup understands the cue, you can start by turning your body and pointing in different places so that your pup has to change directions to sit where you're pointing, and practice that for a while. And then after that, you can start pointing in different places without having to move your body, but just make sure that you are going slow when introducing this step because it confuses some dogs. Sometimes it takes a while for dogs to generalize that the finger means that that's where you're supposed to be coming and sitting. Now, like I promised, I'm going to tell you why dogs won't come when called. But first, I want to bust a very common myth. This is that a teenage puppy won't come when called because they want to see if they can get away with it. And if you let them, then they'll become the alpha. And this simply isn't true. Teenage puppies are just confused, and any dog will be confused if you don't properly teach them how to come when called. But even if your dog was reliable before the teenage phase, they will still be confused. Your puppy is going through a very hard and confusing time in your life, so don't punish her for not coming to you. That will only make your recall worse. Instead, don't let your puppy off leash outside. Another reason that your dog might not come to you is because you poisoned your cue. Have you ever found yourself calling your dog like, come here, pup, come on? This is poisoning your cue. This makes it so that the cue has lost meaning to your dog. So a dog with a poison cue may not respond to you at all, or may wait for a certain amount of times you say it to come to you. The best way to fix this is by reteaching the behavior and associating it with a different cue. The third reason dogs don't come is because they are distracted. The easiest way to fix this is by making the behavior easier in tougher environments. So if you're at the park, instead of asking your dog to come to you from 20 feet away, you ask him from 2 feet away, or maybe even while you're walking backwards and praising him the whole way. Then you can build up from there. But what happens if your dog starts to run away from you and he doesn't have a reliable recall yet? Don't panic. Instead, get all exciting and run the other way. Wait a second. Did I just say that you need to run the other way from your dog who's running away from you? Get all exciting and run the other way. Yes, I did. This is because dogs love to chase things that are in motion. And so if you're running the opposite way, it's pretty much any dog's gonna run towards you, and it will make it really easy to catch them and bring them to safety. If you're wanting to learn more about emergency recall, I am working on a video on that right now, and so please keep an eye out for it. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you would like it and share it with a friend who you think needs to watch this video. And as always, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you hear when new videos come out. Have a wonderful day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.